What's up, y'all? This is Nisha LaShawn.
And this is T-Renée.
And this is the Shawn and Renee Show. Guys, listen here. We got an extra special episode.
Yes.
This is our first time having guests.
This is our first time having guests.
We got family in the building.
Absolutely.
And me and T, we knew when we started the show that we wanted to have a conversation like this, a multi-generational conversation.
Yes.
And get the perspectives of the youth.
Yes.
And see the current trends. Just have like an open conversation about what's popping right now.
Right.
Because, you know, they got to keep me young.
Yeah.
I got to stay young.
Because some of this lingo, I'll be like, what you say? Auntie don't know.
Thank goodness for the Googler.
Yes.
I'll be like, what would that mean, Google?
Yes.
And Google keep me on.
Right.
But I'm excited just to pick their brains and just hear what they got to say. So I am going to introduce you all to our special Gen Z guest.
Yes.
We got two ladies, two guys that gave us their time today. So first we got...
My name is Caleb. I'm from Gen Z. I'm 22.
My name is Miles. I'm also from a Gen Z, and I'm 23.
I'm India. I am Gen Z as well, and I'm 23 too.
My name is Egypt. I'm Gen Z, and I'm 23 as well.
And you know, Nisha, I'm a millennial. POP holding it down for the millennials today. I'm outnumbered. I'm solo dolo, but I'm working work.
Oh, I'm more than outnumbered. I'm older than everybody at this table, holding it down for Generation X. Because we were the last to be able to play it. It was the last generation that really played outside for real. So I'm going to hold it down for my section. But it's all good. I'm so happy to have y'all here. Y'all make my heart smile. Seeing the babies.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad to be here. Glad you invited us.
Yes. So I consider us millennials the bridge to the present and the past. I feel like we the bridge that joins everybody together.
Yeah.
Because we had a little bit of taste of everything. Mm-hmm. And I think we do a really good job of trying to understand Gen Z. And we do a really good job of maintaining relationship with X.
Absolutely.
A lot of us were raised by boomers as well.
Yes.
So we have a lot of cross references between the two generations.
It's a lot of balance, I think. I think it's a lot of balance.
It's a lot of balance for us millennials. And we done seen some of everything.
Yeah.
The rapid change in technology.
Absolutely.
Going from no internet to having internet.
Definitely for me.
Cell phones. The pager. The two ways. The cell phone. Then you got the cell phone with the camera. Your cell phone now has internet and the camera.
Yeah. And in a minute, you're going to be able to teleport on this boy. You're going to be able to teleport with the phone soon.
I was listening to Beyonce's featuring Lady Gaga video phone. Mm-hmm. And I'm just thinking for a second, I said, we were so excited to have a phone that you could put video on. Now to be able to record on your phone, we were so happy.
Now it's like, please.
We got Beyonce singing about video phone, and now we don't even want to see somebody lift up their camera.
Please don't. And people FaceTime like it's nothing. Like, I'm in the shower. Why are you answering the phone why are you answering the FaceTime if you're on the shower?
Exactly. So to go from that extreme to now this, yeah, I feel like us millennials have really seen a little bit of everything.
And then for me, like, I remember when computers came out, like, it was the big disc, like, big is my face, floppy, big disc, the big one, before it went to floppy, to the smaller disc, to now. So computers are just the screen, and the computer is the screen. So yeah,
computers used to have that big old booty up
what?
there. Yeah,
the big back TVs.
Yes.
You know, you was popping if you had a big
dinosaur back.
big back TV.
So, I wanted to take a moment to pick you all's brain about something I think that's really a pillar of society: marriage. What does Gen Z think about marriage, the nuclear family, and just the overall dating scene for you guys? Because I know I see a lot of talk on social media, but we do know social media doesn't always translate the same in real life.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we have two ladies and two guys to kind of give perspective.
Me
on
too.
Both. What's popping in these dating streets for Gen Z?
Yeah.
I've never dated before. I've been single for 23 years. And to be honest, I don't see a purpose in getting married.
No.
It doesn't seem appealing to me at all.
And that's a fair assessment. If you don't see it.
That's not something that I don't know. I just don't see it in my future. Especially since, like, I don't know, none of my immediate family are married. So, like, or they were married and then they got divorced. So what's the purpose? Like, y'all couldn't even keep that going. I don't know.
Yeah.
That is very valid. This is so weird because I was literally thinking about it earlier and I was like, would I ever want to get married? And I feel like, why not just throw a party? Like, why do I have to do a marriage? Like, why can't I just, like, have a party? Because I feel like the process of, like, having a marriage ceremony, it can be a lot, at least for me, because I don't, like, I get overstimulated when everybody wants to be in my face, and I'm like, that's the day that everybody is going to want to be in your business, and if I can't sit down and eat my food at my party, I'm going to be upset.
Right.
But also just, like, trying to find a partner that will want to get married seems kind of, like, far and few between. Probably mostly at this age, just because, one, everyone's doing different things, and also everyone has different mindsets about it. And then, like, some people are just kind of can be just playing with other people, and it can get to a point where it's like, okay, why am I even talking to you if you're, like, just playing with me? You have no intention to, like, actually settle down and, like, have something real. So that is, like, it's back and forth, and I feel like it just depends on the person that I meet, and, like, because I think I would at some point want to get married.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think marriage is wonderful. I think it's a great thing to get into if you get into it for the right reasons. I think a lot of people get into marriage for codependency. They're not secure in themselves, and so they're looking for somebody else. Sometimes we're seeking validation for certain things, or whatever the case may be. But I think if it's used right, marriage is a great tool.
I want to tap back in on what's your name? I'm sorry.
I'm India.
What India was saying about the marriage. I feel like a lot of kids now, like Generation Z kids, they really are more independent. Like, really, the ladies now, they more independent because of they've seen, marriages, and they went through divorces and stuff. So they feel like, they should have to do everything on their own, pretty much. So, I think a lot of the girls in Gen Z, they don't want to date or, want to be married. But I do. I think marriage is good too.
Okay.
Now, I have a question, because hearing the ladies, I didn't hear marriage in itself, the institution, is a bad thing. I heard I don't like the option, so I'm not going to engage in that.
Oh, is that really what it is? The options? Is it that's okay? So,
but I don't think that. Like they were saying, marriage in itself is not bad if you have the right person. Like, if it happens, it happens, and it has to be communication, trust, and whatever.
Mm-hmm. Like a healthy relationship.
It has to be a healthy relationship
good in the first place. That, and I was literally thinking about it before you even said it, but I was like, didn't marriage start as like a business transaction? So like people were just like marrying their daughters away to like kind of gain more like money, I guess, or more connections.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it was like, I don't know. I just feel like it's so different than what it used to be that it's like, I feel like people are just kind of starting to define things like on their own and like to like have different like ways to go about things, because like the world is different. There's so many more like things and options to like go for. So I think that like there's just a couple more like options than like normal that aren't just traditional marriage.
Yeah,
so I think that's really cool.
Our generation just saying that you don't have to be married, but like you don't have to be married, but I still think it's a good thing to be married. It's just I feel like a lot of Gen Zers we have seen, a lot of marriages get divorced. Like, I can speak for myself. I didn't see good marriages, bad marriages, and even what Miles was saying, they do get married for like codependency. People get married and they honestly don't even like each other. It's like they don't even be friends. Like, and I didn't see it. It's like y'all married for 20, 30 years and you don't even like each other. Like, you can't stand each other.
Y'all don't even sleep in the same room.
Like, and I be saying that too. So I get it's like when people say like, okay, yeah, I don't want to be married, and so it's a twofold. It's really just how you look at it. It's a twofold thing, yeah.
My question to all of y'all, if the right person came along and presented the qualities and the morals and the values that you hold, would you get married?
I would.
You would?
Same. And it also depends on if I'm also the right person for them too.
Right.
Like if they're right for me, but they don't think I'm right for them, that can kind of start to get like it can get awkward and confusing. And also like possibly sad, but just knowing that like okay, I was close, I can find someone else right best. And I know that a lot of people are having like kids too, like before even getting married as well. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like. It just stresses me out because I'm like, okay, you don't like this person that you just had a baby with, you don't like them. They're gonna have traits of this person that you don't like, so that's gonna like kind of mess your kid up too. So like, I don't know. I couldn't like. I don't want to put someone else in the situation now, so I wouldn't want to put the kid in that situation either.
And that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Nothing y'all have said. Hey, I like all this level-headedness around me and self-awareness. Like, this is a breath of fresh air.
I'm so glad she said that too, because my generation and behind, women were taught to kind of be like clay, and shapeshift in whatever way possible that will be appeasing to this man to get married,
right?
And you will spend the rest of your life shapeshifting, even though that's not really who you are,
right?
And a lot of women ended up in very miserable situations, and they will pour it onto their kids.
Yes,
they would be good with their husband because they could pretend good with that man, but their kids felt the brunt of that shape-shifting.
Of the mom being miserable and dad never being there, because what I don't like is, and it's a traditional thing, the mom always, she taking them to karate, football, basketball, soccer, and dad is nowhere there.
She go to work and go home.
That's it.
But they also
right.
clean up.
I know. Right. But then I've seen, because I got some homeboys, I'm seeing a shift from my generation with Generation X. They're sharing the responsibility of the kids. You pick them up, you take them to school, I'll pick them up. You take them to practice, I'll pick them up. So it's been some shared responsibility and not just falling on just the one parent. But for my Generation X, it was get married, have kids. You can get an education, but or not. You know what I'm saying? But what was hammered home is make sure you take care of that man. Because that's what the generation they came from. You take care of that man. But I can say to my mama, she told me, she said, look, you can't be dependent on a man. Because if anything happened, you have to be self-sufficient. So I think that's why I carry myself how I do. Is even though if I'm in a relationship or not, I make sure I still got me. Not that I would be like, you can't. No, I'm not neck rolling and doing all the extra. But I know if a man exits my life, I'm not going to be destined to.
To go back to India's point when she was saying how marriage was a business, it was very much so.
It was.
Because women literally had no rights. So if you were a good father, you made sure that your girls were not destitute in the event of you dying, because she couldn't work. She couldn't make money on her own, so you had to keep that business transaction going.
And she wasn't really educated. You just arranged the marriage for her to marry wealthy.
Or decent enough to where she not on the street as a beggar. Right. So now we fast forward hundreds of years later, and here we are now. And women now have a little more equity. And I don't want to say equal rights, but it's getting somewhere. Yeah, we done took a couple steps back, but
you know, we ain't where we was.
I don't know.
I don't need a man to open a bank account. I can do that on my own.
So I get to go to work.
Right. A lot of the women now, they really are realizing, like, I don't need a man. So, like, I feel like our generation, they not really focused on marriage.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
I hate to hear that they feel that way. And I hate that on both sides, that, you know, there are young men who are gentlemen and will be a great husband, and they can't find the girl that would be there. And then I hate that the girls are like, well, this pool is a little bit polluted. I don't know if I want to even put my baby toe out there. It's just like, I hate that it's not that balance where they can, you know, find each other. Like, because I already know I'm part of the problem. The reason why I'm single, I go to work and I go home. Nobody sees me. Y'all, this is a unicorn y'all looking at, because nobody sees me. Because it's like that, and I get it. It's like you just want to be in your own shell, but I guess that's one of the things we got to think about. You know, are we putting ourselves out there?
I also feel like there's so much more to thinking about marriage. Like, that's what people are realizing.
Right.
There's literally a whole life out here.
Right.
Yeah.
Besides, like, it's not a priority.
Yeah.
As much. I mean, it's not a bad thing that it's not a priority, but there's so much more to life than just getting married.
Man, it was like, you gotta. Like, our generation, like, we trying to get our life together. It's happening. Just like, you don't have to be married at 25.
Oh, I appreciate that. Please don't do that. Please don't.
But it's just like not to knock other people, because it was the times like where they were 25 and they had to get married. Like our parents, they got married.
Yeah. It was like a societal expectation. And for like, I don't know, people, like, the opinions of others are really important to people, so they were like just doing it because everyone else was doing it.
Correct.
And not because they wanted to. Correct. And I feel like that's a lot of why marriages were also falling apart, because they were just like,
they had to
with people that they knew they didn't like. One, were facing it, and two, were being pressured by society.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. As open and globally connected as the world is right now, this is a new thing. So the fact that you guys were able to see pretty much from the beginning that it's other ways of life and there's other options to live life and still be happy.
Right.
Prior to that, we were in a bubble. So you use the advice of your aunts, your uncles, your pastor, first lady, your teacher. You use them for examples, the people that were in your immediate circle. And outside of that, whatever TV show you saw on TV,
right?
Okay,
it was a husband and a wife,
and that was it. So you didn't really see any other options, even down to the cartoons that we watched, the movies. Like, it was all embedded that in order for you to have even the slightest bit of happiness, you had to start at marriage first. Right. Otherwise, it's all downhill from there.
Yeah, I feel like that's where you guys come in, because I look up to you a lot, Tasha, because you don't have a and I like the way that you live. You get to wake up and just do whatever you want, and if it does happen for you,
girl,
it does happen. It doesn't. But I feel like that's where you guys come in for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not that we are like anti-marriage. Is just that that's not our path at this moment. But
it shows us that there is a life outside.
That's right. Marriage. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna follow up.
Where you guys saw people getting married a bunch of times, or saw on TV and whatnot. You show us that it's not. You don't have to just settle into a marriage.
No, you don't. And the thing about it is, what I'm glad y'all all are saying is that you know, you're taking your time, you're living your life. Like Caleb said, he's getting himself together before he go even down that path. Like, I like that self-awareness that, you know, I want to do some other things before I got to.
And then I be seeing it too much. People just hopping in the marriage, just 30 kids before. It's like, you still ain't even got your life together.
Yeah.
And now you still got to take care of the kids. You got to.
Because they become the priority.
Yes.
You just adding extra stress when you can just
chill.
Vibe out. Like,
there you go.
Like, this is not necessary.
Right.
So,
Yeah. So we just talked about how we were raised and brought up as far as that traditional American dream.
Mm-hmm.
You know, white picket fence, family, dog, and you work. You know, the government job till you retire, you get your pension, you Social Security, and then you sit down somewhere. That's life.
Yeah.
And that's it. That was the traditional American dream of middle America.
Right.
I know that dream has changed now for generations thereafter. So what is the new dream? Like, what is the generational aspiration for you guys now? What do you hope for to gain out of society?
That's a good question.
I feel like our, and you talking about as a generation, right?
Yeah, or even personally.
Even personally, yeah. It don't have to be for the whole generation. That's a lot of people speak for.
That's true. I feel like for myself, it's just to work on myself because I don't know. Right now, I'm feeling lost. So that's why I'm like, I don't need to be in a marriage. I don't need to be having children and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I need to focus on the dream that I want. So just working on myself. That's literally my dream right now.
That's your dream?
To keep going and be at my fullest potential, really.
Okay.
That's kind of what I was going to say too. Like for myself and as a generation too, like I feel like just as our generation, is that American dream now is just, you know, chase your personal dream instead of, well, I got to get married right now. I want to be with somebody right now. I had kids. Move out, prove this, that. Like, it's really just get myself together. Really, like, yeah, and even on, because there's so many options now too with all the phones, computer, like people blowing up just off posting crazy stuff. So
Yeah.
like now our generation is focused really on blowing up, making their life better, they dream. They not, it's like, yeah, marriage cool, if it happened, cool, but we not like in no rush, really, like, yeah.
Please don't be in a rush. What about your dreams and goals, Andy?
I'll say my personal dreams and then possibly like a goal for broader Gen Z. But my personal dream is to live by the lake and be able to go swimming every day and then also like sell art and stuff and use that to make my living because I don't know, I just feel like I'm good at it. And like
She is.
You are.
the amount of people who I've like been around and like have done art around and they've like tried to like put me down for it, I'm like, why are you trying to make me miserable because I'm good at making art? Like, what's going on?
Right.
So I'm like, oh, you're like intimidated by my potential.
Absolutely.
So now I'm like, oh, I'm about to tap into this potential.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also think like a broader dream for Gen Z is just to be able to afford to live. Just because, like, oh my gosh, I don't even know how to get into it. But everything is so expensive.
Yes.
And the pay is not changing or to match that expensiveness. So it's like, we're like kind of just getting by right now and really don't have much of a like time to dream sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like one thing that is just like at least a stressor for myself and also a stressor that I've seen for a couple of my friends. So I've just been like, okay, like this is crazy that like nothing is changing. So what can I do to change it for myself and like show people that they can also like make those changes for themselves so they can like live the life that they want.
Right. Right. Miles, what you got?
I would say for myself, personal dreams and goals, just to be able to, number one, live a life that's comfortable, not have to worry about like, you know, money being a stressor just every day. Like they were talking about, stuff is just expensive, like for no reason these days.
Yeah.
So just being able to live comfortably, of course, having a family of my own one day, and being able to, you know, just live that quote unquote American dream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Take your family on vacation when you want to.
Yeah.
Being able to live on the neighborhood that you want to, or whatever.
Right.
And so just being able to, like I said, just support a family without having extra stress, without having to work at 2 jobs if you don't want to.
Ooh,
you know?
Say that.
Yeah, just like I said, just being able to live comfortably. And I think that our generation, although we are ones who are evolving, and I think we've been exposed to so much. I think a lot of times we are not content because we're chasing like monetary things all the time. Like that. And I'm not saying that like money is a good thing, like you need it to live.
Absolutely.
But I think sometimes we make that the main focus.
Right.
Like, okay, you got the money, but what are you doing with this money?
Right. Are you investing it? Are you making it work for you? Yeah.
Not the blind on stuff.
Yeah.
Like that.
Because, okay, let me pose this to you all. How is social media influencing you? Is it good or bad? And I'm gonna start with Caleb.
That's a good question, but I feel like it's both. It really just depends on what you engage in yourself, honestly. What you allow yourself to look at, because your phone only gonna pop up on there what you like.
Right.
Yeah, it really just depends on what you engage in. But I do feel like social media can have benefits. They have good benefits, like you can access anything now on the phone, computer. Yeah. You can get any answer you want. But it do have its downsides too. Yeah, so like I said, I feel like it could be a good and bad thing. It really just depends on how you're using it.
Okay. Miles?
I would have to agree. Like you said, I just did a paper in one of my English classes. And the topic was the effects of mental health, or effects of social media on mental health. And so doing that research, it talked about, I think it was in one of the books I used, people, when we're using social media, we have this called FOMO, fear of missing out. So you're looking you're looking at your friends' pages, or you're looking at just a content creator, and you're seeing all the glamour, you're seeing the glitz, right? And so you're seeing all the wonderful things that they are able to participate in. Or I know I'll speak from my personal experience. I know when I graduated in 2020. I was expecting to go through college and I'd be done by 2024. I'd have my degree by now. But when 2024 came and I was seeing everybody else on my timeline graduating, and here I am still going through school. Yeah. It's like, oh man, dang, I'm missing out. Dang, I should have been able to do this. But although, I had other things that affected my ability to be able to finish college on time, it's still just like, dang, I wish I could have finished.
Yeah.
So I think and like Caleb said, it's both sides. You get to be able to see the life hacks, if you will.
Right.
And just different people teach. Like we're sitting here having this conversation. People are on there, teaching. And my mom always talks about gleaning. You take what you can, and then you throw the rest out. If it's bad or if you can't use it, then you leave it alone. But take what you can use.
Right. Okay. Ace?
I will say that, like, in terms of like inspiration,
social media,
social media is like really good for me. But it can be such a time killer because being caught in like the mindless scrolling, I like get it, and I'm like, okay, I'm realizing that I'm doing it, but I like can't make myself stop. So I'm literally like detoxing from it this entire summer because it was like starting to get to a point where I couldn't not that I couldn't function, but like. It was just
like killing your productivity.
Yeah. And I was like, I have so many more things that I want to be doing with myself, and I don't like that I'm like wasting all of it on like my silly little phone.
Okay.
But in terms of inspiration, I feel like the only like social media I have right now is Pinterest, and that is literally just for like ideas and stuff for like art and stuff.
She's very talented, and I have been on her. Like, she knits, she makes clothes.
You knit?
I started knitting in middle school, but then I switched to crocheting 3 years ago.
She make outfits.
Yeah.
Really good. Really
Are
good.
You selling online?
Oh my gosh, I'm not selling online, but
please, somebody help me.
I was literally just thinking about this the other day.
I told her.
Website and like make business cards and stuff, and I was literally like, this is what was getting in my way, and I was like, okay, put it to the side, and even like take little steps day by day. I can like build onto that. It's not gonna happen all at once.
What's that website? It's like Wix.
Wix.
Yeah, cause I was actually comparing different website builders the other day. I was comparing Squarespace, Shopify, and Wix because that you can like build
your own e-commerce. Yeah, you can do your own e-commerce. Yeah.
So I was really like, oh my gosh, I need to just log in because all this stuff is right here, like in front of my face. And if I kind of use the time on my phone, for different like things that aren't just social media, because
she's super talented. I told her, like, we went to breakfast. I took them to breakfast for their birthday because they're twins. Twin babies. So I took them to breakfast, and I was telling her, you know, because she wore something that she made. I was like, "This is so dope. This is so pretty." A lady behind us at the restaurant heard me just telling her, "You need to do this. You need to do that." She came over to our table and was like,
She's like, did you make that? And she was like, here's my Instagram. I'll reach out to you so I can get something made. And like that kind of happens every single time I wear some of my clothes. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like all these people can see like the potential in me. So I'm like, why I need to like get out of my own way and see the potential in myself. So I don't know.
I feel that.
The conversation switched from social media to
but for social media, you can showcase your pieces. You can create you a page and start advertising what you make and everything.
Portfolio.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. You, Miss E.G., what about social media? Okay, for social media, is it a good or bad thing? And how are you maneuvering with it? Okay.
I agree with everybody. I feel like it's both literally. Like, this is the good right here. You're making a podcast and you're promoting my story, like helping my sister get their art out there. But also, I wake up every morning and get on TikTok and scroll for hours. And it's sad.
I mean, but you being honest.
I'm aware that it's a problem.
Yeah.
It's a problem that I'm working on, because then I'm like, okay, this can't be everything. Like, it's not that serious. It's just the phone is supposed to be made for just picking up and calling.
Yeah.
But whatever. But then it's just like, it gets, I don't know, you see other things on social media that's not forced or like that deals with social media. They show you that people can paddleboard, and I got into that. People pick up games, people pick up different hobbies. I see different hobbies on social media. Okay, I can do that. So I start to do that as well. So it's really...
You can't curate. I can say you can't curate your timeline on social media to like not have so much negative and drama on it. So I get it with you picking up hobbies, because I see a lot of people doing that. They learn different trades and different hobbies that they pick up from social media. So for you, it's been...
we just need balance. I need balance.
Yeah.
Like, it's too much.
So... Next question. What is the biggest obstacle for you all's generation as you see it right now? And I'm going to start with you, E.G.
The biggest obstacle for the generation?
For you or your generation. You can do either or. Or both.
I just feel like for myself, I feel like I'm just like, I have no idea what I want to do in life. But at the same time, I do realize that I'm only 23 and there's so much more ahead of me. It's just like, I don't know where to go to get started. I don't know how to get started. I don't know what I want to do. It just sucks. Like, I know that I want to go back to school at some point, but for what? I don't know.
Right.
I just feel lost right now.
So that's your obstacle direction. Yeah. Okay. That's fair. For you, Andy?
Possibly my biggest obstacle is like, one, believing in myself, and then two, like mental health. Just because like some days I will like want to do things and like better myself, but like I like physically like cannot, and I like have to be like, okay, well, I need to be nice to myself so that when I do feel like I can start to I'm sorry, there's a fly. But like I just mental health, and also just like taking care of that while also being a person and showing up for other people as well.
Yeah.
But I was also like, if I can't show up for myself, like, how can I show up for other people? So,
Right.
like, just giving myself, like, I guess, time to be, like, sad, because trying to force myself out of it will only make things, like, 10 times worse.
Okay.
So, that's one, like, a couple of obstacles for me, I guess.
Okay. Miles?
I would say for me, just a personal obstacle is being able to get in one groove and stay in that groove. Like, I'll be doing good for a minute, and then it'll just be like that one thing that just come and get
Derail you.
And so, like, for example, like, I'm a person who can, like, I know what to do. I know what I should be doing. I know how to prioritize, but I still just won't do it.
Right. Right.
Because, and I'll use this example, like with school, I'm taking a math class right now. And it's online. Number one, I knew I shouldn't have took that online class because online class is just not my group. But I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna be able to get it done.
Right.
And but for me, I'm a person who's very big on family. Like, that's, I value my family a lot. Value spending time with them and all that good stuff.
Right.
So if I have to choose between, you know, spending the night doing this assignment or, you know, going bowling with the fam, guess where I'm going? You know, so, and then it's like, oh, well, I'll come back and I'll do it later.
Right.
And later comes and it doesn't get done. And
right.
It's just like a whole snowball type situation.
Right.
And so, like she just said, you know, just getting out of my own way sometimes, doing what you know to do.
Right.
I think that's pretty much the biggest thing for me, is just doing what I know to do.
Okay.
Procrastination is really so, like, I was like, bro, why can't I see it?
Okay, Caleb, what you got?
That's kind of what I was gonna say. Really, one of my obstacles too is getting in a groove and staying in it, and procrastination. Like, you know what you're supposed to be doing, but it's like, I can do it tomorrow. Like he was saying, I just got back in classes too. I had to go take a test the other day at the Michigan Worst Department, and it was like something that I should have been did, but it was like, yeah. So really, just getting in the groove, figuring it out, and really another obstacle is like the phones.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And that could be for our generation too. Like, really just the internet and the phones, and even like we're just talking to some people I know, is, you know, a lot of people, they don't really know some stuff, or like common sense stuff, if like the phone don't tell them.
Right.
It's like, oh, let me look it up real quick. Let me look it up. Or Siri, what? It's like, bro, you don't know.
Right. Right. You can't function with
Like,
if Siri don't tell you.
Like,
yeah.
That's exactly why I want to go back to school.
Yeah.
So I
like
don't fall.
Exactly, because they think ChatGPT or Google is everything.
It's not a reliable source.
Yeah, it has its benefits.
It's not.
I need to get unreliable because AI has so much misinformation, and then it just confidently is like loud and wrong, and I'm like, bro.
It's also scary. I hate AI.
Yeah.
It's scary because people have so much faith into it.
Yes.
It's like, you are not even training your brain to be able to decipher fiction from fact.
Or retain information.
Right, because they have to type things out for them instead of curating a response that's truly yours.
Exactly.
Like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. That in itself, I agree, is very scary.
It is.
And I think that with AI advancing, it's like you really do need to know things for yourself. You really do. Like, you need to lock in and be like, I hate to sound cliche, we do need to read more. Like, we need to get the information so we can know it. So if somebody tell you something, like, no, that's not that.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be like constant, like, bro, you don't know it's 50 states.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it'd be common stuff. I can actually, like,
right.
So yeah, it's AI and internet do like have a lot of us, like, you know what I'm saying, just.
And y'all are the generation where y'all literally have had technology in y'all hands the whole time.
And I even be locked in on it.
Like, I don't know. Our parents did well with it when we were younger. So it's just kind of like the millennials who do have, or certain millennials who do have children now and put the iPad for babies. Like, as a baby, we did not have a tablet in our face. Maybe when we were like 5, 6, we had a family computer at home. And it wasn't until we were...
It was monitored because it was like...
Right, it was monitored. And then our parents got us phones when we were in 5th grade, but they were it wasn't an iPhone, it was a flip phone, so that we can be in communication. Well,
A minute phone.
Right.
If we need something,
Right.
able to call you. But
Right.
like seriously, it's just like we got the butt end of it. I feel like the flip phones or whatnot, and then we kind of had to like prove that we were responsible with it. Where they just get it at 3 years old. Right?
There is.
But they don't.
They be on live making videos.
Right.
Yes.
Prove that they're responsible with it because they're 3 years old. They're babies. You're supposed to learn your ABCs and phonetics and whatnot, but you're on an iPad.
Right.
So I do
They
like.
get it too early now.
Yeah, they do.
They
I
do
agree.
too early. So
Having access to their favorite shows 24 hours a day.
I also hear like kids who give their parents' phones or whatnot, somebody's calling, they will literally tap the X button so they can go back to what they were doing on the phone.
Yeah.
It's like sad. So that's why I just want to be conscious about what I'm doing on my phone because I'm damn near an iPad baby. It's not cute at all. It's concerning. It's concerning.
Call yourself an iPad baby.
I am. Oh God.
But the thing about it is you're self-aware. I like the self-awareness in the room. Like you know where you at. You know what you need to work on. You know your flaws. You're saying like, I know procrastinate. I'm a procrastinator too, but I'm a procrastinator like I work better under pressure. That type of procrastination like that. And it's like you do it to yourself. It's just like I could have did this 5 days ago, but here we are. Let me just go ahead and knock it out. And I feel like sometimes with that little bit of pressure, this is just for me, that little bit of pressure,
Gets you started.
I knock it. It's like,
It make you focus more.
yes, yes.
Doing stuff and that's why I do stuff because like it always. Well, I ain't gonna say always work out, but for the most part, I still get everything
Right.
It's like, I do like that too. It's like
Right.
being under pressure, just doing everything at once.
Yeah.
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 I'm pretty sure it's called executive dysfunction too. Like,
It probably has a syndrome.
It is.
I believe it.
Because it's more than just me meeting a project deadline and I'm like last minute versus your day to day. This is your chaotic way.
Right.
In your day to day.
Right.
And you're putting off the most simplest thing as like, and now the trash is spilling over in your kitchen because you just procrastinated like the simplest task.
but it's just like the thought of like, oh, I have to pick up this heavy bag. But literally, though, it's like your brain literally tricks you into thinking that it's gonna be like the world's hardest thing to do, and it's just taking out the trash. And when it's just done, it feels good. But
Like, oh, it wasn't so good.
yeah, it's just your brain literally convincing.
And no, that's really how people have to do it. I could have did that 3 days ago.
That's what I'm saying. I do it all the time. Just like, yeah, I could have did that. And just like, no, it's just that little bit of pressure. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I was just like, I like that little bit of pressure. Like, see, can you get this done?
I always think about you guys is having access to see so many different lifestyle options. You know, for us, it was like you go to the career fair, these the careers, pick one.
Yep.
You know,
Whether you like it or not.
hey, or you go work at the post office, you know,
Go work at the plant. Yeah.
Like you only saw so many lifestyle choices, and it was like those lifestyles, and then the rich and famous, like Hollywood celebrities, and it was just a huge gap in between.
Right.
You didn't really get a visual of what it was like to be a multi-billion-dollar CEO. You didn't really see those lifestyles of what it was like to be an heiress. You didn't see what it was like to be.
Yeah, the soap operas, Dynasty, Falcon Crest, all that stupid stuff. But like, it wasn't like you didn't see them because like, so we'll go back to social media. Celebrities were a legend. It was a mystery back in the day. Now with social media, it's a rant every day.
You started messing that up.
What?
Reality TV.
Yes.
Reality TV.
When they created the real world, it went downhill.
When reality TV growing up for me was experimental.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Real World was extreme as it got.
Yeah.
And then you were in like experimental situations. We're gonna put 3 people in the room and see who talks first. And,
Yeah.
like that was a reality show.
Yeah, that was simple stuff. Yeah.
Funniest home videos. You could consider that some kind of reality.
Yeah.
But it
Now-
developed into something.
Like they paying people to fight each other now.
Oh, yeah.
Cause baddies, I be like, Love
And
Island.
rich off of it. They're getting.
I be like, what is going on?
I have to stop watching.
Thank goodness.
Yes.
It's scary actually. Because
Yeah.
they're like your age talk.
I know.
They're or even older, and it's like that's what we're watching.
And they fighting and slapping each other and throwing drinks and just doing the
That's
most.
why I was like, I have to pick the lesser of two evils, and I'd rather watch Love Island because at least they're not like pulling each other's wigs off. Like actually, like,
Right.
but, yeah. There's like a conversation going on social media though that Love Island does show like how dating is in the real world, where like
Really?
the
With all that spit and kissing and licking on each other?
like,
No,
it just
no,
shows,
thank you.
Black guys, some black guys choose non-black women to date and whatnot. So they're talking about that, and then how there are these two black girls that were on the most recent season, and they're facing backlash because they were portrayed as mean girls. So now they're getting like racist remarks, racist stuff towards their family and whatnot. So it's like sparking a whole conversation. So I feel like it goes back to like the good or bad of social media. Like they're getting recognized, but now there's racist backlash again.
Right.
Like that shit's not cool.
It's not. And that's the sad part. Like Nisha said, when we started with reality TV, it was simple. Now it has morphed into this monster that doesn't know how to not be a monster anymore.
And they used to lean into the realness.
Yes.
Like they wanted real life scenarios, but now it's so heavily produced. Even the producers behind the scenes are creating situations and feeding the contestants information, keeping them drunk all the time. And
look at the Housewives, what they morphed into. And from Atlanta to Orange County, it morphed into something like
totally different. It went from actual housewives to now they're hiring celebrities to be on the franchise.
That's crazy because I'm literally watching a reality TV show, and apparently the person who's like the main character was a real housewife. Her name was Lisa Vanderpump.
I remember Lisa.
Vanderpump Rules, and it's just like, well, now you get to see her running a restaurant, but she's messy. She's like in these people's ears, like, you shouldn't be doing this at work, and then she's like, well, go do this. And then it sparks an argument. Like, it's like,
it reminds me of Natalie Nunn. And I'm really like, when I was watching Baddies, it was like scaring me a little bit because Natalie Nunn was like low-key orchestrating. No, it was Bad Girls Club. And Natalie Nunn was like orchestrating beef, and she was like whispering to people. She was like, oh, I would have just hit her, or I would have just threw my drink at her. And then like the girl who would like follow what Natalie said, like do what she said, and then get kicked off the show. And then Natalie went on to do that with the Baddies, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
But she knows what she's
she knows what she's doing.
She's college educated as well, so she literally knows that this is where she's going to make her money. It's targeted towards Black women.
Yeah.
She went to school, and I think she got her degree in communications or something like that. So
she's a producer.
I know.
You have to be conscious of master manipulators because they will put you in a trick bag and you will be all on the scene looking a mess. Because like I said, when we were growing up, celebrity was a mystery.
Right.
We didn't know about celebrities. We had to guess about them. Now
they're on social media with us.
They're right.
We see their days.
It was a rule, like they could not mingle, like they could not say certain things in interviews. They were heavily censored and monitored.
And coded, heavily coded. Heavily coded.
It's a free for all.
Yes.
So I have this question for you guys. I feel as though millennials and Tasha's generation, X, we inherited quite a few issues from the boomers. Like we got some things that may have been good, but then we also got some things that I feel like y'all should have cleared this up.
A little bit toxic.
A little toxic. What do you feel like your generation inherited from the generation before? Whether it's a good or a bad thing. What do you feel like, oh, this was a total pass down. We didn't create this.
So basically you're asking like what we got from our Or you mean in general? Because then it would be
general,
from our parents.
Either or, because it could be something directly from your parents that you may not even realize is a generational thing.
My first thought is to say mental illness. Also, I don't know. Like, I know our mom had issues, or not issues. I don't want to like be politically incorrect. She dealt with mental illness, but apparently so did our great grandmother. We didn't even know this until she passed away. Yeah, and our grandmother told us, and it was just like, okay, so was this just like here, and you guys didn't say anything until she was gone? Like, why would y'all do that? That's something we need to know so we can go get tested. Like, that's, I feel like y'all are keeping it secret.
Yeah, that gatekeeping it's very wrong.
That's one of the big ones too.
And that's heavy in the Black community.
Now maybe that's what it has down. A lot of just gatekeeping and secrets and stuff. Like that's real, because it'd even be just a lot of stuff I'd be finding out now. It's just like y'all didn't think we needed to know that.
It needs to be important stuff that y'all telling us, not like
the messy
stuff. It needs to be something of importance that y'all are keeping secret. But y'all are quick to run with my stuff.
That's not important. That's right. You be like, you gonna tell me that, but you ain't think to tell me that though. Like,
right. Yeah.
No, I definitely understand what Isha was saying about the like gatekeeping, and I've noticed that with like not even just in familial like roles, but also in a workplace, where sometimes they'll like have information that they know, and then they won't let you know about it, and it's like, okay, well, I'm like kind of moving in the blind, and y'all are supposed to be like supposedly like helping me, train me, and like move throughout this like either the workplace or like the family or the world, and it's like, oh, so I'm just, it kind of like keeping sucks, but it also kind of produce like independence, and also just like trying to make sure that I'm aware so that I don't like fall into traps that like other people have fallen into or that I've fallen into in the past.
Miles, what you got?
I don't know. That's something that I have to think about.
It's a good question.
It is a good question. I haven't been able to identify anything yet, so I don't know.
Okay. I'll say what was passed down from my generation. I wish that they didn't send the toxic stuff to us. We have a lot of family traditions that I value, but the toxic family stuff, like being mean. Why are you the mean auntie that nobody likes?
Right.
And you get off on being mean to everybody. Because of whatever, because you was mad because my uncle did something to you back in 1950 something when y'all was kids, but you brought that whole toxic trait all the way from way back then to now, and you're the mean person that nobody wants to deal with in the family.
That's exactly why I want to work on myself and keep going to therapy, because that's miserable. Like,
yes,
to just live your entire life like that is sad.
Yes.
And again, like, this is what I feel like this is like a positive that everybody, that different generations pass down, is that there is more to just like
absolutely
marriage, and then emotions as well. There's more than just being angry. Like, we can be happy.
Yes.
Like, you can literally be happy. You're mad for 50 years.
Yes.
And with like the misery, it's like, okay, misery loves company, and they're like, okay, I'm miserable, so I have to make you miserable, and it's for something that you were just in the way, and they are taking it on you, I guess. And it's weird because one thing that I have noticed is that people will like hold things in a lot, and I feel like, okay, yeah, you're holding it in, but you're also taking like
it makes you sick too.
Yeah, it makes you sick. Yeah, and it's also you're not just holding it in; it's leaking out in other ways that are like harming to other people.
Yeah.
That's the huge one right there, because people really think they're holding it in, not realizing it comes out in other ways. So you may not directly exhibit these symptoms the same way that the trauma came upon you.
Right.
But if you don't address it, it just squeezes out in other areas.
Absolutely. I totally agree.
You know, the one for me, I feel like my generation inherited was the piss poor work ethic.
Oh.
Hold on. Don't get too excited.
No.
Because for me, the flip side of that is working till you see the white meat in your thumbs and using your vacation time as an issue.
Oh, I already.
Look,
I was on that same level. First of all, why do you want to get carried out the facility when you can walk
on
out?
a stretcher? On a stretcher.
That's a huge one.
I literally
working to death.
Had an elder boss tell me one time, like, wow, you're using your vacation for the year. And so I'm sitting there quietly. Now we just doing the whole back and forth, just staring at each other. I'm like, I'm booked to the end of the year. December, every month, I'm booked.
Right.
I don't know if I'm going to be alive next year. I don't. Not to say it crazy, but I don't know if I'm going to be alive next year. So for me to live my life not enjoying the moment that I have right now,
right,
and to question why I'm even using my vacation time is kind of crazy to me. But you have those elders on the job that will go the entire year, not take a vacation,
won't call in sick.
They will come with a fever, headache, backache,
limping,
literally.
Yes,
not fake. No, literally.
Need and gave all the way out, and you still limping in the building.
Limping. We have those that hoard information. Mm-hmm. For them, hoarding information was a way to secure your job.
Right.
Like your job security depended upon that. But I don't think they realize now that record keeping is way different.
Right.
So the work that you do, somebody is going to have access to it.
Right.
So you think you're hoarding, but you're really not. Like, it's not hard to figure out how to do this.
And I'm going to just put it on the floor. I can read.
Right. Step 1,
step 2, step 3, step 4. So you can gatekeep all you want, but I can read.
It's an old way of thinking.
It is.
Because I understand in the workplace, skills were held close. Mm-hmm. And you had to prove your value in order to sustain your position.
Yeah.
Corporations just don't operate the same way anymore. Mm-mm. So hoarding the information, not taking your vacations, they're not going to see value in you. They're going to see you as a doormat.
And I tell people this all the time. Like, I can retire in 4 years, 2029. I won't be old enough for Medicare or nothing like that, but I can retire in 4 years. And when I went to do my paperwork, just to see, where I was at with my pension and everything, the lady was like, oh, you'll be too young to retire and blah, blah, blah. I said, but the goal is to walk out of this building and not get carried out or have to go on one of the floors since I work in a hospital and not be a patient, right? And she was like, you're right. Yeah.
So run the paperwork, lady.
Just tell me what I'm going. Tell me where I'm at in my pension. Like, you talking about, you're going to be... No. Mm-hmm. I'll be young enough to still go do something else.
That's who says. Like, you don't have to struggle anymore. And I get that they feel comfortable with that, but I feel like that's what you can teach the older generation.
Yep.
You don't have to struggle. Even you guys can tell your parents, like, you don't have to struggle anymore. Like, baby's 2025. Right.
Like, come on in.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say also teaching them to take some care because they'll have days off. I'm watching my grandma. She literally retired. She's still rubbing and running around.
She is.
And I'm like, Grandma.
She is.
Yes. They don't feel comfortable sitting still. Like,
no,
they gotta be doing something.
Yes.
Still, like, this is not right.
Lazy, but it's not lazy. It's just taking care of yourself, and that's what I'm gonna take care of myself. I don't care.
Yes. But for some of them, they're from that old school. If they sit still, they feel like they're gonna die. Mm-hmm. And I'm just keeping it a buck. They feel like if I sit still too long, I'm not gonna wake up in the morning.
Change your mindset. Like, you don't have to sit still, but you can get up and go for a walk and take your grandma or go and walk with my grandma all the time. Like, just be active if you're gonna be.
Yeah, but
if you want to do something, be active, not just like overworking yourself.
Right. Going to Kroger 30 times just to go.
Let me go sweep the floor. The floor is clean. You sweep it 30 times a day.
So, and then hearing us
at Costco spending money she don't need to be spending.
But at the same time, she deserves it though.
She does.
But hearing us talk about that, now I feel like maybe that is something else they pass down to us. Is just we realizing that, like you said, we don't have to struggle. We don't gotta work till we 60, 70, 80. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, we don't, because we seen our parents or other families struggle, and so like, we just
get to choose different.
And y'all get to choose healthier, because I would say that, you know, you guys are showing that you are aware of
the privilege that we have.
Yes,
and pretty much our privilege. That's why I want to say, like, I don't want to sound like cocky or anything like saying it, but we do have the privilege to not struggle. Like, and we just can't take that for granted. That's what maybe they weren't able to not struggle.
We can sign up for school on our phone.
Right.
Like, literally, and they ask ChatGPT, they'll find your program, sign up. Like, like they didn't have all that stuff back then.
So that's what we can teach them, is like, we understand we have this privilege, but you have the privilege too now. Like, you don't have to struggle anymore.
Right. And that's something, I'm glad you brought that up, because I was even listening to a podcast a while ago, and they said that exact statement, like, y'all got the same resources we got now. So it's like, we got them, y'all use them too.
Right.
They have a level of like uncomfortable energy with some of these privileges. I was at work and I was trying to tell, this was a elder, he was upset that he had so many usernames and passwords for his accounts. And he was like, this is just too much. Born 1955. just too much. I can't handle this. I said, well, have you thought about using facial recognition? Have you thought about using your fingerprint? If you did one of those, it could eliminate the username and password altogether.
Right.
He was like, fingerprint, facial recognition.
You was cussing at him.
He was appalled. Okay. I was like, yeah, and you also don't have to mail in your auto loan payment. Electronically pay? No. I've been doing it this way all these years. This is what I know. So they have a certain level of fear that y'all generation don't have. They have a fear of change.
They so pencil and paper, and we just all we know is internet. So we're like, look, you can fill out your taxes online too.
Right.
They like, no, you cannot.
Right. I need to take my stuff to my tax person. They gonna do my taxes.
Yes. I was telling my uncle, like, update your ID online. You don't have to go to Secretary of State. You can skip this.
Cash that check on your phone.
They don't be like, they be like, you could tell me, I did my taxes online, I did this online. They know you didn't. Yes, I did.
And I'll say this too, even if the internet changed or these processes change in any way, I think you guys will have the flexibility to be able to pivot, because technology, it requires you to move at its pace.
Right.
So you have to be ready for a constant update or change.
Right.
So you guys would do a lot better, but for them, they live their whole life with this being the same. So the forcing to change is just new to them.
It's like moving a car sideways sometimes.
Like, they're gonna be strong-willed or not, because I literally went to Partridge Creek yesterday, and this old man, he was an older man. He was asking me where the Apple store was, and he was just having a conversation with me, and he was just like, yeah, me and my wife paid our bills on this iPad, but they're saying that it needs a certain update. So he was like very much older, and he was willing to go into the Apple store,
so just to get that update,
just to make it easier for himself to
do the update, so he knew he wouldn't mess it up. Yeah, so you do have some ones that are open to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because when they hear technology, they just automatically assume.
They shut down.
They're like, oh, it's going to be extra hard, when it's like, no, you just got to click 2 buttons.
And that's it. You done.
My mom did that. She almost messed up her phone because I didn't know 2 years into having a phone, she didn't approve not one update on her phone. So she's getting the pop-ups. And I said, Mom, why are you not accepting your updates? Like, I didn't know all this time. Like, you just been saying no. She's like, well, usually an update me a cost that they're going to charge me. I said, I don't want that. Just on whatever comes your phone. I said,
no, it's the software.
You're right. I never explained that to you. And she had years, like 2 years of like updates. I was just like, I can't believe I failed you. She's like, I'm not putting my debit card in there. Whatever come with this phone, that's what I want.
I'm gonna go one further. My aunt, who's 10 years older than me, I put Cash App on her phone. Do you know she would not use it? I said, Auntie, I'm gonna send you some money. We live in 2 different states. She was like, just send me a money order.
No. Like she didn't say Western Union.
I'm about to say Western Union.
She said, just mail me a money. I put the app myself on her phone.
Wow.
She said, just mail me a money order and I get it like that. I was just like, fine. I'm not gonna argue with you. Just know. She was like, yeah, my god kids be sending me some money, but I have to go to them to tell them to move it to my account. Never mind. I'm just whatever you gotta do.
Yeah, so change for them. They just didn't have to. Like, imagine living your whole life and this is how the world was, and then all of a sudden, boom. And it just came so fast for them.
Especially for our check writers. How many check writers you still coming to that? I seen a check writer last week. I was like, they still got paper checks.
They faithfully. Now, GenZ, y'all quite entertaining, I must admit.
Yes.
Y'all quite
We gotta have y'all back, yeah.
Quite entertaining. Online, when I see the banter with y'all, I said they quite funny. I guess millennials a little longer to catch on. I swear it was the boy. We didn't have a choice. We didn't know no better. They told us to put on the slip, so we did.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
We didn't know any better.
Right.
So it's still very early in you all's lives, and you have many decades to go. But what do you think will be your generation's legacy? Like, what imprint do you think you'll put on the world in the history books?
I think that it's like catering to self-care.
Yeah.
And knowing when to slow down, when to take a breather.
Like independency, all that stuff. Yeah. Right.
And just working on yourself. Be your best.
Yeah, because they mad at y'all for not working for $2 an hour.
Oh my God.
Wait, how? Like, how dare they jump the line? The habitual line slappers.
We don't care about ashes. Well, we
Right.
Like, y'all invited us because we know our value.
Right.
Like, what's going on?
Y'all not gonna be here. What are we talking about?
I got pretty far with that first $5 an hour job.
Yeah.
It did me good for the time.
Yeah.
But I couldn't imagine
Making that now.
Cribs ain't 50 cents. 50 cents no more.
Look, rent was $500.
Right.
$495 actually.
Right.
You could get some $300 studio.
Yeah. My first apartment was on my own was $375.
So the jump is so.
And I'm gonna say it like this. And I'm gonna tell you this. I had a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment. It was $375 a month.
Crazy.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
because the studio would be $1,000.
For one bed.
That's what I was about to say. Like, yeah, 1-bedroom studios, not some of them be $1,000.
It's sad.
Yeah, it is.
So I just don't understand how they be trying to treat y'all like y'all don't have a right to say we need more money.
Right. Y'all are the ones who's making everything more expensive.
Right.
Not them just like,
Yeah.
I don't know who them is.
Yeah.
Everything is expensive.
Yeah, that self-care is a big one. The self-care and asking for your worth. And some of it is just plain old math. Like, are you kidding me?
Right. I can't work for $2 an hour, and you shouldn't want me to.
Penny candy is not penny candy.
It's not. Dollar chips ain't 50 cents no more. It's 59, and you don't get the 4 bags for $1 no more. Let's keep it a buck.
Man, clear food, $1.25.
Exactly. The McDonald's menu.
$2 for $1.
Yeah, the McDonald's menu. I remember when I was in high school. A whole combo was $2.99, $3.17 with tax. Now you didn't spend almost a ticket. $20 or better if you go out to just Culver's, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A.
Medium fry about $4.
Exactly. So So I like that y'all know y'all worth, and they always say they habitual line steppers. No, they know what they're worth. They know what they bring to the table. Pay them babies.
Pay them.
And plus, yeah, we are like our generation too. We are back to the dream chasing thing. We all got so many dreams we trying to chase. It's like, yeah, we need that money.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not just trying to be working a job all our life. It's like my job. I'm working a job to chase my dream. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, we
that's a big one too.
Yeah, it's like we not
the
here
jobs
to work
are
for y'all
not
for
being
50
worked
years.
until retirement anymore.
Yeah,
right.
The goal is not getting a job so I can retire here. It's like this is a stepping stone for somewhere else.
Yep, this a means to an end.
Here for a short time.
And our generations leave jobs quick too. It's like, oh, you acting up, we gone.
Yes.
They don't like that. Like you said, they expect us to stay there, deal with that stuff, work for them for 50 years. No.
Now I will give that to y'all.
Like you act up, I'm gone.
Y'all will quit a job, baby.
So many badges on my desk.
Like for real, like they be forgetting. It's like I'm not here to work for you for 50 years anyway. Like,
Y'all will quit a job.
They will literally, I don't know what is with the workplace bullying going on, but I'm like, why would I want to work with you? You're actively like bullying me, and I'm literally like trying to have a conversation with you as an adult, because I'm like, I'm 23, you're 31 and 28, so what is going on? Like, why are we having these like miscommunications when you're literally just like actively like trying to go like misunderstanding what I'm saying intentionally, then trying to make me look like wild, and I'm like, bro, what is happening? I'm trying to solve this problem and y'all are just like, what?
There was a bit of hazing that happened in the workplace. Like, it was a part of the acclimation process to go through like hazing pretty much. And you had to pretty much make it known that I'm not the one or the two. And then they would leave you alone. But I think for you guys, your generation, y'all just want to eliminate it altogether. Like, this is not necessary.
Right.
Like,
I'm just here to work. Why are you doing all
I just feel like even out of high school, there's still high school environment.
Yes.
High school antics. Yeah.
Why?
So,
Y'all are literally 40 years old. It doesn't make
Just because the body older, that don't mean the mentality came with it. And that's what you have to realize. And it's you, your maturity is what's keeping you at peace. You literally have to pay them dust. You have to ignore them. And that kills them even more, because once they know they're getting a rise out of you, they know what they're doing is bothering you, they're going to do it more.
And they're literally like, it's strange because they'll see you and they'll be like, okay, they're like above my level, so I need to get them down to my level so I can prove that like they're like this type of person. And it's just like, okay, but you're doing that, so what does that say about you?
Right.
Like, what's going on with that?
What you got, Mom?
I was about to say, that's one thing I will say I think our generation probably inherited, but quickly unlearned, was the blind loyalty and
Yes.
because I, like, as a young kid and even part of my adulthood, was like a person who was like, if you want to say it, like a people pleaser, like you can't say no too much, you want to respect your elders and all this good stuff.
Yep.
But I'm comfortable now to where I can say no, and I know that I didn't disrespect you, but you just upset because I said no, and you're just gonna have to live with it.
And I'm gonna put this on the flow. No is a complete.
That's a complete
sentence.
Complete.
Very much so.
I just used it the other day. I had a team member of mine who, and mind you, I had an issue with this team member earlier this year. Like, she tried to send me to HR because she had to do her job. She thought she wasn't supposed to work on election day, and I sent her something. I was like, you have to do this, yada yada yada. And she's like, well, I'm not working. I was like, who told you that?
Right.
And anyway, so she like sent me to HR and all this kind of stuff. And so the other day, she texted me, and we do like this big conference every year, and it's in Lansing, so we have to commute. And she texted me the other day. She was like, hey Miles, if it's all right, like, would you mind giving me a ride or something like that? And I was like, hi Gabrielle, no. Hope you enjoy yourself. Nothing more to it.
Do you think I'm being far along with you?
Like, I honestly couldn't believe she had
love it.
fixed her fingers to type that up.
I love it.
And she came back, she was like, well, that was harsh, but okay. I was like, okay.
No is a complete
answer.
sentence.
The nerve.
It's the audacity.
I feel like there's a difference between like boys and girls, because I mean, like, am I allowed to say no? Like, I'm even questioning myself, even though I know that the situation is wrong. So I'm like, what? So then I'm like, I don't know. I just get like blindsided. But I'm like, bro, if I would have just said no, I would.
Well, no is definitely stigmatized for women. And I definitely experienced that. I'm somebody that I actually never had a problem saying no. I have a problem saying yes. I'm trying to when is it gonna be a yes? But I understand that there is a certain perception that comes with that, and I have to be okay with how people perceive me, because you ask one person, they may say she's a complete and total biatch. You ask another person, they say, oh, she's rude, she's mean. You ask another person,
she fun in a mug, I love her. Yeah.
So I just have to be okay with the mixed feelings. And
all of them are true.
All of them are true, because depending on the day, you did get that girl.
Okay.
And that's totally okay.
It's okay.
Men, when they say no, or just even hold boundaries, it's masculine. It's boundaries in itself in our society is considered masculine. And when women say no, it's like, how dare you even believe you have an option? Because for one, you lucky you are able to work in the first place. Because let's not act like that's still not a thing now, that you could lose your job as a woman at any time. Also, women definitely shouldn't feel boisterous and confident in saying no. They expect you to be very mousy about it. And ask you permission to be okay with my no. I'm not asking you permission. I'm telling you it's
I said what I said. I meant what I said.
And I'm not repeating it.
And I'm not.
Yeah, that's what people be confused about too. They think like when you say something like you don't mean it. It's like, no, I said no.
And that's what I meant. You're not going to manipulate me into changing that answer. I said no. It's okay. And you'll be fine with my no. You're going to be just fine. I promise you're going to be able to go to bed, wake up the next morning, and you're going to be fine with me saying no.
And then if you're not fine, you know. I'm still not taking you. I still said no. So
that's a personal.
Oh, we'll talk about it later. This conversation.
I'll be experiencing that too. Like, you would say no to somebody and they think you playing. Like, and it's, oh, you used to me saying yes. Oh, he actually said no. I did.
Yeah, and I meant it.
I meant it. Yeah, they don't think you mean it. Oh, what about later? Let's do that. No, I said no. I rhyme with me. I'm not taking it. It's just not happening.
Right. So
yeah, my brain right now.
Well, we want to thank you all for coming today.
Well, thank you for coming here today. This is fun. A little kiki right now. And I was just here for moral support.
We appreciate you guys so much. We will do this again. It will be a part 2 because I love y'all. I love y'all energy. Y'all so sweet. So babies. I love y'all so much. And as we get ready to close, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to our channel.
Tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell a coworker.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.